Thank you for listening to this Belly Up Sports Podcast Network product. Some said we go belly up, so we made it our name, and we're still here.
Call yourselves Title Town? Are you kidding me?
That's fraud.
It feels like a gray area.
Spoiler alert, Canada. Cup's coming back to the US of A.
There's way too much negative stigma attached to strippers.
I hate you guys so much.
My dog just shit his ass.
We're here, guys. It's Wednesday. Super Bowl's over. Bengals lost. I did show up, though. With me, as always, is Scott. Scott, what's up, man?
Moving on.
Get over it, bitch.
Not here from my
You know what?
Here's the pitch. Oh, shit.
I can't
Pitchers and catchers, baby!
baseball. It's still locked out. I got nothing. The Bengals lose and baseball is still locked out. I got nothing to look forward to. Life sucks right now. Hey, Scott, how are you?
I'm all right, man. I'm sorry. I've been there.
It sucks, man.
Twice in the last 5 years, mind you. It's not fun.
This sucks. When they rip off Ramsey's face mask and score a touchdown to start the second half, I'm like, we got it. They're gonna let us do it. And then the last 2 minutes happen, and here we are. Anyways, we'll talk Super Bowl a little bit.
Yeah,
later.
we're gonna.
Robert Taylor saying it's okay, Mike. It's not. Mookie here. Mookie, how you feeling, man?
I gotta be honest, man. I'm playing hurt over here tonight. I'm in a rough fucking spot. I was wrestling with my dog earlier, as you know I'm wont to do. Have a little exercise and get her a little energy burnt off because she's fucking nuts. Have you guys ever had that situation happen where like it's not like a straight on nut shot, but like you just get grazed?
Yes, I have 2 kids. Yes,
with kids, it happens all the time.
Yeah, and it's like you're like, I would almost be better off getting just square on hitting the sack, but instead you just kind of, you know what I mean? It was just a slight deflection. They had to go to replay to tell if the ball was touched, if you will, and see if the spin rate changed or whatever. Yeah, so I was wrestling my dog earlier, and she did that to my nipple with her fucking claw, and you just have to let me know if you start to see more red on this jersey than there is right now through the rest of the night. Someone needs to let me know so I can deal with it.
I wish you would have just cut it clean off.
Yeah, exactly. Right? Like
just so much worse.
Just take a razor and just snipe the whole areola, and I'd be in a better spot right now. So that's how I'm doing, Mike.
All right, well, cool. Speaking of nipples, Christian's here. Christian, what's going on, man?
I'm good. I'm good. I tried. I took Rams by 1 million. It's been working throughout the whole playoffs.
Yeah, I appreciate you
Does
trying.
Does that mean that you're gonna fucking pay me finally, or what?
Yeah.
I need to understand that transition. Speaking of nipples.
Yeah, I was confused.
Enough said.
Sounded good. It worked, right?
I mean, it made me laugh, but I just
wanna
didn't
know
know if there. I was like, did I miss something, or am I forgetting a reference? It's like, did his nips come out on one of his long journeys?
No, Scott. He was. I don't remember exactly the connection, but he was talking about nipples, and that's how we ended up talking about Super Bowl squares. When then he came and ponied up and bought them all for the show. Like that's how we got to buying squares, is we were talking nipples. That's the connection. Yeah.
All right, as long as there's a connection.
We got an awesome show for you guys tonight. We're going to talk this Super Bowl. We're going to see what else is going on. Like at this point, no baseball. Football's over. What the hell are we going to do? Mookie's very invested in the Olympics. We'll probably talk that. Maybe a little later do that.
More to combine, baby.
Before we
lost, we're done.
Let's talk about these beers we're drinking. Scott, what is in your mug tonight?
I am on my milkshake IPA journey yet again, this time with Orange Creamsicle Velvet, a 7% orange milkshake IPA. Remember that one that we had a long time ago that it straight tasted like orange juice?
Yes.
This tastes exactly like that. Like it's slightly different, but just straight juice. I would fuck the shit out of this beer.
Yes, as always, the scale. Would you bang your beer?
Yeah,
Scott would bang. Okay,
no,
good.
I would bang this hard.
Tank said tip grazes are the paper cuts of dick kicks.
They are. That's what I'm saying. You'd rather just cut it clean off.
And Mookie's gone. Mookie leaves the stream right as he. What the shit, man? Okay, Christian, what are you drinking tonight?
Miller Lite.
That was cool. That was fun.
It's like a middle of the pack when it comes to light beers. I'd call it like a soft 7. So like, yeah, I probably would.
You would.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. Mookie, before your beer, let's cut the music for a second. Joe, real quick, everybody, Miller Lite is what Christian's drinking. So sip, chug, drain, pour, Miller Lite, Bud Light, Coors Light. Scott, you first.
I'm drain pouring Miller. I'm chugging Coors, and I'm sipping on Bud.
Mookie, you had a reaction there to that sip, chug, drain, pour. Sip, chug, drain, pour, Bud Light, Miller Light, Coors Light. I can't believe we've never done this sip, chug, drain, pour before, by the way.
I can't believe we haven't either.
Yeah, it's so
I've
basic.
never told you about how much I hate Miller Lite.
Okay, but before I answer, I do want to clarify one thing, and that is I love some fucking MGD.
Oh, MGD. See,
I was gonna say I also love High Life, the champagne of beers. However, Miller Lite gets drain poured every day, all day. I'm gonna chug on that Coors and I'm gonna sip on that Bud Light.
There it is.
All right, Christian, sip, chug, drain, pour, Miller Lite,
Drain,
Bud
pour,
Light.
and Coors. If you drink Coors Light, I don't know what the fuck you're
That's
doing.
why I chugged it.
Well, that's cool. You just don't ever come to my birthday party.
I'd probably chug Miller Lite and sip Bud Light. Bud Light's really the king of light beers, isn't it? Especially
It
with
is. It really is.
One
It's
could almost
King
call
Light.
it the king of beers.
King of
No,
light
that's
beers.
Budweiser. That's not Bud. That would make Bud Light like the prince of beers. If Budweiser,
Dude, look, they're all the fucking same. Like it's a family of beers. Like
They're not
okay,
the
wait,
same.
all right,
Oh,
hold
they're
on.
Not the same. They're not the same.
Hold on, hold on.
That's like no. You hold
Yes,
on.
I recognize
That's
my
like
error. I
saying
recognize my
Budweiser
error.
is the same as Keystone Light or Busch Light, I guess. 'cause Keystone Light is
no,
good.
no. No,
Natty
what
Light.
you should have said is that's like saying that Budweiser is to Bud Light, like MGD is to Miller Lite, and it's not. But the Buds are similar. The Millers are very far apart. So let's go one more time around the horn. Sip, chug, drain, pour. Bud Heavy.
Okay, well, I guess I'm not giving
And-
my.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can he give his light beer one first?
Jesus, Mookie.
Man, you
God.
should always go. I always forget that you don't get to answer.
Also, Tank chiming in, sipping Coors, chugging Miller Lite, and drain pouring Bud Light. You always got to go Bud regular. And I am in agreement with Tank. That's what I was going to say. I'm going to sip Coors, I'm going to chug Miller Lite, and I'm drain pouring Bud Light.
I also
Also
retract my statement. Natty Light is the king of light beers.
Natty Light.
which is like the prince to Coors Light's king, if you will, right? It's all the
Natty
leftover
Light is-
Coors.
Natty Light is
Here's
the best.
some-
Like,
You're
respect the
for-
fucking game, Tank. Like, we're out here talking about going over to Bud Heavy. Well, Bud Heavy wasn't a fucking option.
No, that's what he's saying. He's drain pouring Bud Light because
All
he
right.
would prefer Bud Heavy over Bud Light every time. And he would
What
take
about Bud Light out of
Right,
the
but we're
aluminum
just
can?
talking about these three.
Did you wait? Did you say Bud Light out of a Roomba?
out of
Of an
those three.
aluminum can.
Out of aluminum?
Changes.
Oh, well, you don't drink beer out of a can. It wasn't made to drink out of a
It's
can,
an
right, Mike?
aluminum bottle. Whatever.
I
those
love the
aluminum
idea of
cans are.
Mookie pouring Bud Light into proper glassware. Like he's like, this isn't meant to be drank out of a can. I need proper. Where is my snifter for this MGD that I've got over here?
Listen, joke's on you, asshole, because I absolutely do. I pour my Bud Light, Coors Light. I pour all my lights when I'm at home. I pour them into that Shark Tank plastic cup I got from O'Brien's and just
that is
fucking
proper
slam
glassware.
3 at once. Because, yeah, you got all
That's
these
proper
cans laying around. You got to carry shit. Like, no, I'm at home. I'm sitting on the couch and playing Xbox. I'm going to bring 69 ounces of booze with me in one run.
Jared says he's sipping Miller, chugging Coors, and pouring Bud Light, also drinking a Skull Hammer by Finch Brewing. And Robert Taylor says he's drain pouring all of them unless they're the only option at a Super Bowl viewing party in Las Vegas. So you say, fuck it, let's party. Nice humble brag, and also respect the goddamn game, Robert Taylor. Mookie, what is in your mug tonight for the show?
Wait, I want to do another sip, chug, drain, pour.
Oh, God damn it.
I actually want to do two of them, but we'll go the easier one first. And Christian, we'll start off with you.
With your Bud Heavy?
No, we'll skip that one. We'll go with the college style one. Christian, sip, chug, drain, pour, Natty Light, Bush Light, Keystone Light.
Drain, pour, Bush, sip, Natty, chug, Bud Light. That's easy.
Boys, who wants to step in first?
Whatever.
Didn't you say Keystone and not Bud Light? You say Natty,
Keystone or Bud?
Natty, Keystone, and that other one.
Bush.
Yeah, drain, pour, Bush, sip, Natty, chug, Keystone. There we go.
I love Scott right now.
better.
Scott is just so
Fuck it
over all of this.
Scott, whatever. We
I
don't
wanted
need
the
it. We'll get that later
Budweiser
in the show.
one. Like...
All right, we'll do the Budweiser one then. I felt like I was getting hate for the Budweiser. All right, so Budweiser, we'll go High Life, and then we'll do Coors Banquet.
Oh, Coors Banquet is getting sipped all day long just for the Johnny Lawrence references from Cobra Kai. That's the sipper right there.
God,
Not only that,
respect the game, Michael.
I am.
He is respecting the game, but it's also the choice on Yellowstone. So apparently,
that's that. See now, Scott. If
they love Coors in Montana and in white trash California, I guess.
Sipping Coors Banquet, I'm chugging Bud Heavy, and I'm drain pouring MGD. There you go.
I'm going the same route, but I'm only sipping on Coors because it's like one of those things you never see. Like I'm drinking it just because I never ever see just regular ass Banquet Coors. So,
man, I think I might have two of those small Banquet Coors sitting around down here behind the bar somewhere, still just rattling around.
Oh, I'm sure.
By the way,
you do.
Tank said sip Natty, chug Bush, and drain pour Keystone.
Tank, get the fuck out of here.
Jared says Coors Banquet sip all day.
There it
Jared
is.
also a big Cobra Kai fan apparently because I think that's
Yellowstone. Damn it.
well, that's okay. Fair enough. Mookie, what are you drinking tonight?
Well, you're not going to let Christian answer the sip, chug,
Oh
drink,
my
pour? Like,
God.
why you got to be a dick like that, dude?
You're killing it. Go ahead, Christian. Sorry, I apologize.
I'd sip Bud, and then I'd never drink the other two, so it doesn't matter.
Good answer. Third time's a charm. Mookie, what is in your goddamn mug tonight?
I am drinking I don't know. I should have looked at this earlier. I can't fucking read this thing. Sunniel Light or some shit like that. I don't know. I'll scan it with the QR code. It's from Variant. What? Like, can you read that?
How do you not know the beer you're drinking?
Because the letters are all crossed up with like wheat.
You bought it though. Like,
No, I didn't. Beer Drop sent it to me because they know what I like. Anyways, I'll tell you more about it later. It is a citrus wheat ale, 5.1% alcohol. From again, Variential. Every time I see this, I can't fucking pronounce it, but I've had their beers before. They're usually pretty solid. This one, however, the question is, would I fuck it or would I try to fuck it? Because I think the answer is I would try, but I feel like I would fail because what would happen is I would be pounding beers all day. We'd be day drinking. Why is that got to come up when I'm on camera? Like, I don't know why I have to be associated with that, Tank.
I'm sorry. Look, 2 weeks in a row,
here.
Tank has just been killing it in the comments, and I want to make sure that his greatness aren't overshadowed. I'm sorry, Mookie, but he's just been killing it that damn much.
Listen, if you're not listening to
beer of domestic violence.
If you're not listening to What You Into with Tank, you need to tune in because this man is showing you every week in the comment section the gold that he brings to that podcast. Go subscribe to his podcast right now. Like, go ahead, go do it. We'll wait. We'll wait right here. Mookie, sorry, we interrupted you. I know that's offensive to you after interrupting and not giving your beer 3 fucking times that I asked for it.
Oh, I don't give two shits about getting interrupted. Like, I'm all for that. It's the domestic violence being, put on the screen when my face is there, the handsomest of faces. It just doesn't seem like a good look for the show. But anyways, I'm drinking Sunflight by Varial Beer Company. I don't know, man. This word's going to keep fucking with.
Is that a beer
company? I don't know, Scott. It's from Sunnyside.
We
Washington.
out here beering.
Just out here beering hard. But I would try to fuck it because, after a day of day drinking and then going back to the house after you cabrewed down the river or
back up real quick. Back up. The scale is would you fuck the beer or not? And you said I would try to fuck it.
I would try to fuck
if this beer would let you or not.
Oh no. Because now Scott and again, like I told my dog earlier today after
where's this going?
After she sliced my nip off and I was like, yo, I'm done playing. Like, I'll pet you. We can cuddle, but I'm not playing because I'm wounded. And I'm saying, no, you have to respect words. I told her consent is very important. And I believe in consent. So what I'm saying is it's not that I try to holler and she'd say no. It's that she'd say yes. I'd say yes. But like, he said no because we've been day drinking for like 8 hours.
Emo Backflip. It's a West Coast IPA from New Glory Brewing. It's 7.7% ABV. Listen, it's been a while since I've had a West Coast IPA, and it's good. It's real good. It's super hot.
Look at you.
I'm very pumped about it. I got this one. This seemed like the perfect night to break out the emo beer because I've just been crying in the corner and listening to Dashboard Confessionals on Sunday. And yes, I would bang the hell out of this dark mascara beer that's in the corner.
Dude, yeah.
And I would
the darkness.
I would
say on Workaholics.
All right. Let us know in the comments. I think people were chiming in with what they were drinking, but it's been a while. I can't. Robert Taylor said best coast. And that hurts right now.
It absolutely is, though. Let's not get that twisted.
It's so good. The West Coast in LA is so good that LeBron wants to have a joint parade with the Lakers, the Dodgers, and the Rams.
That's cool. As long as two
Are you serious?
2/3 of the leg of the parade gets cut short because of those fucking bubble shortened season fucking championships only got an asterisk next to them.
Those were the hardest ones to win.
No, they were easy because they didn't have to play nearly the amount of fucking games. No, fuck your asterisk.
The hardest ring in NBA history.
And the Lakers get a third of a parade.
Yeah. Like 2/3 of the way through, they're just like, shut it down. We're done here.
Wait a minute. Are you calling him 2/3 of a man?
No. What?
What?
He's only got 2/3 of a championship. That's all he's saying, Mookie. Listen, here's what I love. I love that LeBron said this, and there's been champions after the Lakers and the Dodgers. Like, it'd be different if they all won it in the same year. Then I'd be like, yeah, cool. Yeah. But we're like several seasons removed at this point. Like, there's been other teams. Like, you haven't been a champion for a while, man.
Well, because the Lakers never got anything because of COVID, but it's like, no, we don't throw parades for 2 years ago. Get the fuck out of here, LeBron. Sorry. You just missed the boat because your half-ass championship doesn't get a parade, motherfucker.
You're almost eliminated from this year's playoffs, and there's been another champion after you. You can't now say you get a parade.
And the Dodgers with their bullshit fucking Texas Stadium World Series victory, that shit don't count either. So they don't get shit either. Fuck the Dodgers. They get to remember that they kept on losing when they played full seasons in the World Series. Whenever they played a full season, they couldn't get it fucking done.
Look, I don't understand the hate coming over here at the Dodgers. Like, didn't they just win the World Series last year?
No,
they didn't.
Aren't they reigning champions? Who won the MLB title last year?
How dare you,
Scott? That's bait. That's bait.
I know what he's doing, and I'm saying, how dare you? Because I'm not falling.
Come on, Scott. Who won the World Series title last year? Who won the last legitimate World Series title before the DHs and all the leagues and all these other bullshit rules are going to put out? Who won the last pure Major League Baseball title? Who did it, Scott?
I'm going to tell my grandchildren that the last official World Series title was won by the Atlanta Braves, and every World Series title after that, it's going to have a taint on it.
You know what, Scott? You deserve
boy.
You deserve it. You
Hell
deserve it. You know what, Mookie, for the setup.
Mookie did alley-oop the shit out of
You
that.
get it.
I mean, come on, because like at first y'all thought I was being dumb because I was.
I did. I was like, "What are you trying to do?"
But I didn't say it out loud. I thought it through. I used my brain, and then I said my words, and I was like, "This will be great. It'll be great."
Christian, wait, hang on, back up. Whitey said West Coast got COVID first.
Damn.
I mean, facts.
He's not wrong. Robert Taylor, yes, repost your beer for me because I did miss it. And then Ed from Pardon the Punctuation saying, "Who's the guy in his mom's basement?" New intern. Christian's been here for like the entire school year.
He's got a new haircut though.
Christian,
he did cut
thousands of dollars to hang out with us.
Good old intern nipple Christian.
I go with the free.
Wait, are these free credits? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Bro, you didn't have to pay for this shit?
You got to get some more work in.
That's it. Wait, that's a thing? Like,
I've been easing up because I thought you had to pay for this, but like, damn.
They give free credits in college now? Like, damn. Is that how Chevy Chase got on the TV show?
I don't get that reference.
Jared said this is vintage Braun, and as a D-backs fan, fuck the Dodgers. Yes, 100%. All right, there we go. Robert Taylor, he's drinking Imprint Brewing's Dunkable, a 9.2% cookies and cream stout. Get the fuck out of here,
man.
That sounds amazing. This is why the West Coast is good, because Robert Taylor finds beers like this every goddamn week.
But wait a minute. Is Robert Taylor finding these also? Why is it that every time we say Robert, we have to say Taylor? Like it's Robert Taylor. It's Robert. It's
Taylor.
Not Robert. It's not Rob. It's not Bob. It's Robert Taylor.
Robert Taylor. Yeah,
just like Patrick Mahomes.
Right. Patty.
So is Robert Taylor just going out to like his local gas station, drugstore, grocery? Seriously, he just walks in, is like, "Oh, I'll take these things."
Yes.
Oh, I hate him so much more.
Exactly.
That fucking
all right,
guy.
Let's
He's got too good a life.
By the way, Xavier's down 12 right now to St. John's.
Oh, thanks, Christian. Appreciate that one, man.
Hey! I know you aren't talking after they beat UConn's ass last week.
Wait, what? We're still ranked, though.
I don't give a fuck. Defend your
It's
shit.
even worse. You lost to unranked
You're
Xavier.
still
That's
fucking UConn,
man.
dick.
All right, let's get this.
Lost to
Super
Ryan
Bowl talk.
Tannehill.
Eat balls. Your women's team will still beat your men's team all day, hands down. Tannehill. Can we just put Mike? Can you put like a label here? Like, how do we do like when they put the people's names in the boxes?
I got you.
Chiron?
Chiron?
That's the name.
Listen, let's talk football here before
For the last time. Hey, bring out Bo. Let's do
I got it. I got thing.
Stop touching things, Drew.
For real, man.
Wild card, bitches! Yeah!
Hey guys, I got really good or bad news depending on how you look at it. You ready? I fixed StreamYard. The comments aren't going to crash my stream anymore. I figured it out. I fixed it.
Playing a game of whack fuck here.
Whack. But now we're all on the same page, so I feel like it's fair. Level playing field, you know. Shout out uBlock Origin. Greatest Chrome plugin ever.
You're having a show.
All right, listen, here's the ranking. We're going to talk football now.
That's a good move. That's solid. You can do that? That's impressive.
All right, so let's talk the Super Bowl. Let's get it over with. The Bengals choke away their opportunity. I saw a stat, and I talked a lot last week about that, the scary comparison between Joe Burrow and Tom Brady in their second year and all that stuff. And Scott, you talked me out of that. You were like, don't fall into that trap, right? I'm going to need you to talk me out of it again. Because
I know. No. Don't do it. You're going to speak it into existence. Just stop, because I already know where you're going. You said the second year, and that tipped you tipped your hand. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't
do it to yourself. Don't do it to yourself. Just do not think about Ace Ventura. Don't think about that movie.
It's
don't
not even
think-
that. That's not what I was gonna say.
Oh, really?
Okay. There is a stat out there. The last 16 quarterbacks who lost their Super Bowl debut never made it back to a Super Bowl. Now, granted, some of those are fairly recent. Jimmy Garoppolo, Jared Goff, those are fairly recent, and you can't necessarily. Although Jared Goff's never go to the Super Bowl with Detroit. He's out. All right. But the last.
Wait, so we all agree it was the Lions' fault, not Matty Stafford, right?
Shut your fucking mouth about Matt Stafford. I don't want to hear that bastard's name.
Sorry.
Him and that.
Why are you mad?
Bullshit.
You should be mad at Aaron Darnold first.
Aaron Darnold. Who's Aaron Darnold?
Darnold.
Best defensive lineman ever.
Darnold.
Yeah,
that's what I yelled at him when he was at Pitt.
And Sam Donald in New York.
I don't think he caught on yet. I still don't think Mookie is realized.
No, I know 100% I fucked up his last name. Yeah. I have a propensity to do that with his last, because I always fuck it up. I get caught up between, like, is it Darnold or Donald?
Let's just stop. You just don't know words, dude.
Look,
don't try
all
to
I know
explain
is Donald Faison and I were real good buds.
Okay, here's what pisses me off. Jesus Christ, Mookie. Here's what pisses me off about this game. And here's what pisses me off about the Bengals organization as a whole. On 2 key 3rd and 1 plays and 2 key 4th and 1 plays, Joe Mixon isn't on the field. How the fuck do you let that happen? And then what do the Bengals do? They signed Zac Taylor to a 5-year extension today. Like, God damn it, man. God damn it. If they were this close, they had it. They had it. All you got to do, like on that 3rd and 1, instead of, if you hand that off to Mixon, Mixon picks that up. And the drive continues. I got to be honest, when the Rams scored, when Cooper Kupp scored with like a minute and a half to go, I was like, that's what they needed to do. They needed to let them score. Let Joey Burrow drive them down the field. You only need a field goal to tie. You got Money Mac sitting there watching the halftime show. He's ready to go. This is what needs to happen. Send it to overtime. And instead, they take Mixon out of the game and don't pick up the first down, and the game ends, and I'm furious. And Zac Taylor, I wish my kid would have pushed your daughter down at soccer. That's all I'm saying. I just wish that was a thing. What, Mookie? What?
I just want to ask Scott real quick before we get too far into the segment. How do you want to play this between the two of us? Because, I mean, good cop, bad cop. Like, you just run it and correct Mike and, like, kind of bring him back to earth, bring him back to, the middle a little bit. Or are we going to let him go off the deep end?
I haven't said anything wrong at this point.
I was gonna say, I was like, everything he said, I agree with. So I'm like, wait, I'm trying to figure what your angle is.
Okay,
like,
well, all right, what? No, so then I'll come back at it. So because like clearly you're not seeing it the same way I am, because Mixon's not their go-to third down back. The play call that they called is normally run with P. Ryan in the backfield. Again, I was listening to it wasn't Greeny, it was Max Marcellus and that other guy talking about it, and basically Keyshawn was breaking it down and saying, look, that was the right package. That was their normal package. That was their normal play call. If you're going to stick with everything as you normally do it during your scheme, that's what you call. Now, Mike, I understand what you're saying. It's the Super Bowl. Like at a certain point, you have to override it, put your talent on the field. But that's why they went that route with it. And
bro,
again,
they had Mixon throwing a fucking fade pass in the fucking end zone. It's the Super Bowl.
Dude, you
don't worry about
it's
fucking season. Like, what? What are we talking about? It's win or go home. Like, there is no tomorrow. You're not rolling out P. Ryan in that fucking situation.
It's our normal third down package. Listen, guys, I know the game's on the line, and Joe Mixon is one of our best players. We're gonna get he needs a breath. We got to put in our
but like, can you put Mike at this? Put Mike at the same time. Mike at the same time. Can you understand the implication if you put Joe in the backfield there when everyone on the scouting report knows their third down back is P. Ryan? Haven't you tipped your hand then?
You tipped your hand no matter what. You know they're running the ball, but you'd rather have the best guy to do it. Like,
wait a minute. So is your issue that they ran the ball, or that they ran the ball with P. Ryan?
They ran the ball with P.
Ryan. The issue is that the best athletes weren't on the field. Your best player should be playing in that situation. You don't take Mixon out of the game on a clutch.
You know what you sound like,
down on the
Mike?
last
You know what you
drive.
sound like? You sound like a Bengals fan that lost the divisional playoff game, not the fucking Super Bowl. This guy got you to where you were. Can't you trust his
You
intuition
know who
a
else
little
got
bit
them to where
in
they
his
were?
process?
Fucking Joe Mixon, the best running back on the team. Put him in the game. I don't know. You can.
How many
give me
yards?
this
How many
bullshit.
yards did he have on the ground? What was his average?
I don't know, but who gives
was
a shit
good.
about
It was
average?
below
It's the last
20.
drive of
They
the season.
weren't running the ball well.
That's bullshit. They actually did run the ball really well.
They ran
in
the
that
ball
game.
better than the Rams. In that
Yeah,
game.
I didn't say the Rams ran the
Mixon
ball
looked-
well. I'm just telling you they ran the ball well.
Wait,
Or
hold
not
on a
well.
second. Did you
The other
watch
well.
the game? Because the Rams did not
I
run
did,
the ball
actually.
well
I
at
did.
all.
That was actually the one thing the Bengals defense did.
Also-
Yeah, like the
correctly was
Rams got
unstoppable.
stonewalled.
They
Right.
had no run game whatsoever.
Nobody ran the ball well. But the point is, I tried my hardest for you, Mike, and you're going to come at me like that. I stayed sober throughout basically the whole game because all the other
Well, that's
playoff
your
games
fault.
were on
That's
the
your fault, 'cause
weekend.
I was drunk before the game started. I
Well-
also ate an obscene amount of buffalo chicken dip. I don't know about you, but when I get nervous, I like to snack, and I ate plates of buffalo chicken dip. Like there were times where people were like, "You got more buffalo chicken dip?" I'm like, "Yeah, I got more buffalo
People,
chicken."
how,
Fuck up.
weren't you just watching at home with your wife? Like, you mean Alex was like, hey, you should, I know what you're
No.
capable of, but now you should
People.
slow down.
I went to somebody's house and watched it with multiple people that I had never seen before, and they got introduced to
You
me.
made all of the mistakes, bro. Like what? I can
See,
tell this is
that's
your
the
first
pro-
Super
see,
Bowl in a
that's what
while.
I'm
You
fucking
went and
saying,
watched that
dude.
outside of the comfort of your own home.
Exactly.
Well, in fairness, that's what I did for the AFC Championship game too, and it worked.
No, but
the
it
Super
clearly
Bowl's a
wasn't the
different
same
game,
people.
man. Different game. Like the Super Bowl's different. You can watch the championship game at the bar with people. The Super Bowl, man, that's got to be in the comfort of your own home with only those you trust around.
Well, I will say that people from Jude's class, the parents from Jude's class, learned a whole lot about me Sunday night. They learned
That's exactly why you don't do that.
And
I
did she
got some
and
weird
did they
ones that drop
did they
off on
also
Tuesday.
did they
Yeah,
also
you did.
learn
Here it
that
comes.
that
That's
that
him.
maybe little baby Taylor shouldn't come back to class? Did they learn that part too?
She's not in the school, and it's a good thing because I would have run her out of school. That little, sorry, but yeah, Zac
Well,
Taylor.
no, her daddy should have done better.
So mad, and then they give him an extension.
So
It's
now
exactly what the Bengals would do.
My apologies, Mike. You were technically right. Mixon had 15 carries, 72 yards, 4.8 average. But that's literally all their rush yards. Jamar Chase had 4.
Oh wait, that's
and Joe
all
Burrow
their
had
rush yards.
3.
Interesting. That's all
Yeah,
their rush
all
yards. So let's hand it off to the
72.
guy
All
that has
72
zero.
rush
The
yards.
starting running back had all the rush yards. Whoa!
All right, can we play a game real quick? Let's play a game called we're gonna put Mike in Zac Taylor's body on that play.
Do you think the Chargers,
What are you going
after
with?
any of their games back in LaDainian's heyday, were like, LaDainian only had 150 yards today. You know what we should do? Hand off to the fullback.
But that's what I'm saying. He didn't have 150 yards. He had 72.
He's averaging 4.8. You needed 1. What the fuck, man? He's
It's
averaging
about the averages. He was getting yards, like
No,
gashing.
because if you take away his longest run, that 4.8 comes down to like a 2.7.
And you only need 1. You only need 1 to keep
But
the
that
drive
was
going,
2.7
Mookie.
yards gained on equal downs, on equal situations where the hats were even, or the probability was more even that they'd passed.
So also on the third down one, I think literally all he had to do was
Just cut back.
reach the ball.
Yeah,
Also-
I
well,
was just gonna
he did
say
have to-
he
yeah,
needed
that's-
to cut back.
Yeah. He needed
And that
to
was
cut
the
back
thing.
because there was a
You
There's
assume
a
Mixon would have
giant-
made that fucking cutback, but P. Ryan, it doesn't
No,
have the
Mixon
same
probably
vision.
would have gotten the
He's
first.
not the starting running back for a reason. Like,
The game felt incomplete. Like it looked like overtime the whole way through, and it just felt incomplete.
You know what, Christian? That's very astute. That's the best way to sum it up. Because when the Bengals got the ball back, they got that first down. I was like, all right, we're going to OT. Like, we're good. Money McPherson's going to knock this thing in from like 65, and we're going to go to OT.
To start this whole thing.
Yep,
Was
that's
the-
exactly
No, Mike was very honed in on the Mike was very
No,
held in on
that's
the mix
not
and
what I
needs the
said.
ball.
Okay, all right. I haven't been thinking about this and stewing on it since the clock struck 0 on Sunday night. No,
You also haven't been listening to the words coming out of your own mouth.
I just liked how Christian said it. So, I mean, I don't know if you know me, but I'm not very factually based. I'm very emotional.
If you take away his longest rush, it's only 2.7.
What I really want to know is then if you're going to go by put the ball in your best player's hand, why don't you go with Joe Burrow, empty backfield, spread the field out, and give him options?
Sure, that's fine. Go ahead and do that. Okay, great.
The argument here isn't for the play or the design; it's just the personnel, man.
No, yeah, I'm not even mad at the play call. It's a fine play call. It would have worked if the running back took the right hole, but instead Mixon's not in the game. You are in the last drive of your season. You need points to continue the season or win, and you don't have your best players on the field. That's shitty coaching. Period.
Look, man,
and then the Bengals give him an extension.
All I know is in all my years, I've always lived by one true fact, and that is any hole's the right hole. It'll work itself out.
Hit it. Somebody hit it.
Moving on.
How about that halftime show, fellas? Good Lord. Whew, right? Good halftime show. Christian,
Did you Google who those people
I was
were?
going to say, how many of those people did you know?
I saw a tweet, and like, this is the thing. It's like, some guy was like reflecting on it, and he's like, I feel always like he always feels so young at the halftime show because everyone's so old. And then he's like, oh, like finally this year they did something for like my generation, and that's when like it hit him, like, oh, he's old. And like, I did grow up on Eminem, and like growing up on Eminem leads you to like Snoop Dogg, Dr. I don't know who the fuck Mary J. Blige is, but that's it.
Oh.
And I also don't like. This is the thing. I don't know.
Hold on. What about when 50 came in upside down? We're like, who's this fat motherfucker?
Yeah, did you get that?
No, I know him. I just don't know why we give Mary J. Blige the longest fucking time slot. Like, she's by far.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Take issue with that. I didn't. I mean,
No, I agree with what he said. No.
So obviously lip syncing, and
well, they all are.
So
That's what
they all were.
Kendrick actually sang it.
Yeah. And the thing is, but again, his point is right. Like, just because her songs are slower and it takes her long to say the same amount of words doesn't mean she should get more time.
Yeah.
No, I agree. I was disappointed. I mean, I like that they spun it as like Dr. Dre is the producer. Like, he's the one that created these guys. So it was less focused on Dre and more focused on Dre influenced all of these other artists. Like, they brought out Anderson .Paak to like drum for Eminem, which was a great surprise. That was baller to see that one. And I'm like, damn, that's really fucking cool.
It's a deep cut.
I wish the 50 thing didn't get leaked before, because I already knew
I didn't know about it.
I didn't know, but I also
about him being fed as hell.
All Super Bowl news leading up to it, because I couldn't put myself through it, so I didn't even realize that got leaked.
What got leaked?
They released a video of like them like practicing, I guess, and 50 Cent was there, and then
him being fat.
Tried to take him down for copyrights because no one was supposed to know he was there, obviously.
Yeah, I didn't notice. I didn't know anything about it. It was a complete surprise to me. So when he came in all fat upside down, I was like, oh shit, it's Fat 50.
or maybe one would say 150 cent.
Yeah. Yes. At least some would say that. Robert, I'm going to come back to your comment here.
Who said it? One of you motherfuckers said it. I thought someone would take ownership.
It was me. I said it.
Okay, but you like didn't want to. Now I was like, oh,
nope, because that joke got made hundreds of times that night. Gabe said Christian was 3 when Indie Club came out. That's amazing.
Yeah, maybe. I thought it was 7. But...
Good Lord, that's disappointing.
That puts that shit in the most perspective.
Yep, that makes me feel exactly what Christian.
So on a different
that tweet about like, they finally made one for us. Oh God, we're the old people now.
So on a different topic, was I the only one to think that through like what was it, the first half of the show, like at some point during the Mary J. Blige set, they dropped the back half of those trucks, like they had the camera shooting in early on when like Dre and Snoop are on top of the trucks, and it had like a backdrop to it. And so I said to John, I was like, wait, so like the people on the other side of the stadium can't fucking see all these dancers and shit? They're just staring at like cardboard and whatever. And we were like, oh no, that can't be the case. Like they'd have to show the whole stadium something good. It'd be a good show. And then when Mary J. Blige was up on top and like the back dropped off of it when she transitioned to Kendrick, maybe, or someone, it busted open. You could see through it. And I was like, oh, they were just getting shafted the whole time.
Yeah, but most people, when you're at the Super Bowl, you're probably just watching nobody's really got a good view of the halftime show. You're watching it on the video board. I don't think anybody's in the stadium trying to watch the halftime show like as it's happening on the field. By the way, Tank,
dude, if I'm like 20 rows up, like I'm fucking watching the halftime show.
I also
thank you, Robert. That's why they have video screens, Drew. That's exactly.
I also kind of wish that the
God damn it, Robert Taylor. Just when you're starting to get back in my good graces.
I also kind of wish that the way they because like all of these people have been on like featured songs together, and I feel like that's how they should have like transitioned it.
Yes,
like there was a complete missed opportunity with "Forgot About Dre" with Eminem and Dr. Dre.
Okay, I came here to stay this and only this. The fucking show should have opened up with Forgot About Dre. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
Ooh.
Like, either that or I Need a Doctor, like, to open up the fucking thing. Like,
no,
one of the two. Like, I should fucking produce this.
They also teased us because when Eminem was coming up, he said, like, the first 3 lines and then went right into his own song.
Yeah, no,
right.
You're right. God, I forgot about I Need a Doctor. That was so good.
I loved this fucking show, but
that's a late Dre and M song. That's
it doesn't fucking matter. Even if you didn't, it's not. I'm not saying you play the whole song. No. You just need to get the intro and have the intro come out, and then you switch into something else. Like it was just about having an intro that kind of and I get California Love, but California Love to me is a Tupac song. Like,
that's not a Dre song.
That's bullshit, and you know it.
No, it isn't.
That is absolutely the song they should have started with.
No.
No, hold on. There is one reason and one reason only that is the absolute right answer, and there's no question about it. Because that's why I put my money on before I saw the other options, like really thought about it. So I was like, well, it's got to be this, right? They're in California. Yeah, that's what it'll be. No big deal.
They'll do a Tupac. Yeah. They'll do a Tupac song to start. That's where the smart money's at.
Mike, it has California as the first word in the title, and they're in California, and the guy that's in this song is in the halftime show. It just made sense.
See, the tie wasn't California. The tie for the show itself is Dr. Dre. So that's why the opener should have been something along the either Forgot About Dre or the I Need a Doctor.
I Need a Doctor would have been so solid, like lights out.
Yes,
no lights,
and I was expecting. I legit
hear that female voice opening. Who did the?
Here's where I'm struggling is that
I forget her name. She's in all those Eminem songs.
But that's all you need.
Yeah, Skylar Grey. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. That's all you need.
And I was expecting Skylar Grey to actually be there live doing the fucking intro when it went out.
Just like a solo spotlight on her.
Yes,
that chorus, and then boom, go into. Probably Forgot About Dre at that point. That would have been solid.
Yes.
Tank pointing out, and I've had this comment on screen for like 5 minutes now. The halftime underscored the impact that Dr. Dre has had on music, pop culture for multiple decades, and I think that is 100% accurate. That is, it was not a Dr. Dre halftime show. It was Dr. Dre's kingdom. Basically,
it was Dr. Dre's coaching tree.
Doctor,
yes, it was. It really was.
It was just coaching tree.
What a way to put it, Drew. Yes, that is.
Hey, look, I strike gold once in a while. So I'm going to pile on and say
true to like the full extent, though, right?
Dre
found like.
Yeah, he's gonna.
Don't mute Christian. Let him.
Dre, how you? No, because he's about to disrespect.
No, he's not. Let him make his point.
All right, fine. Let's hear it. Let's hear it then.
Eminem found 50. And then Kendrick came up on his own.
That's fair. I'll give you Kendrick. Not 50 though.
I heard a story that Kendrick Lamar actually he was on set, and I don't know if it's true, but this was a story that I had heard repeated this week. That Kendrick Lamar was on the set of California Love and got to meet Dr. Dre when he was a little kid, and that inspired him. So that's where that tie-in comes from. he wasn't discovered by Dre, but he was heavily influenced and inspired by Dre.
Well,
From
and
the
then I mean the
That seems like
production of his
far-fetched to
first
the point where you could make
studio.
that case for so many people.
Well, that's fine, but then his first studio album was produced.
He's
by
also
Dre.
from Compton, so
Well,
he had
but
to
see,
be-
Right,
no, but
yeah, I
Christian,
mean,
isn't there
it's
something to be said
fine.
about that? If you can make that case about so many people, then like, yeah, there's that many people that
but
are
then you
relevant
give
to
everyone
talk
who was up there
about
their
that
own
are
tree
touched
like
by
that.
Dre. Like, you
could
know
give
what I mean?
everyone who was up there their own tree like that. If we're like making little small connections like that, we could have had.
All right, fine. Then give me one other tree like that that's not named Kevin Bacon.
What is that?
Who is that?
So wait, what is the actual question? Is it who is that or what is that?
Who?
Also,
Like, what's the reference?
and
You don't wait, so you don't know who Kevin Bacon is?
No, I know who. It was
Okay.
more like what
All
is what to do
No,
with a
that's
tree?
fair. No, that's fair. That's why I was trying to figure out like if you know what Kevin Bacon is, like that's a different age bracket. But 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon, when we were coming up, was the whole theory that like everyone in Hollywood are famous people. You could take 6 hops and trace them all back to Kevin Bacon. Like so and so did a film with so and so who banged so and so's sister, who also sucked Kevin Bacon's dick one time.
I never
like, so there
thought
you
that
go.
we'd be fucking breaking down the goddamn Kevin Bacon 6
Yeah.
degrees of separation on this
6
show.
degrees
Here we
of
are.
Kevin Bacon.
all right. So, do we think the Bengals get back to the Super Bowl anytime soon?
I can 100% guarantee you that they will not be back next year.
Yeah, I probably would.
Yeah.
But I mean, but after that, nah, man, I they got to be back. Burrow's so good, dude. I love.
But who do we
Joe Burrow.
think? Like if we're looking at a new generation of AFC quarterbacks, right? Like who's the?
Oh, I like this. I
Well,
like this.
It goes Tannehill, giant gap. Derek Carr, giant gap.
Out of the obvious 3, right? Burrow, Mahomes, and Allen.
And Carson
Who's
Wentz.
Manning,
Oh,
who's
just kidding.
Brady,
It's what he
who's
employed.
Roethlisberger.
Oh,
Wait. Hold on, back up. What did he say? You said
He wants
Allen. You said
Allen,
Allen,
Mahomes,
Mahomes,
and
and
Burrow.
Burrow. Okay.
And who's Manning, Brady, and Roethlisberger out of like?
Now wait, hold
I think you
hold
gotta-
on a minute though. I want to call out real quick though, if I may, that he
Roethlisberger, if you're gonna throw out a stupid third name.
no. It's interesting to me that you left out another AFC North quarterback too, after just being named the MVP last year. There, you got no room for Lamar Jackson in that.
Oh, he's a running back. Next question.
Respect. I mean, it had an answer. What? I mean, we could debate whether it was.
No, I'm kidding,
I'm
but
looking,
it
I don't
was
want to
clearly-
see what
clearly
Scott is
levels
about to
there.
do to this man. I don't want to know what Scott is about to do to this man. I'm not looking. I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Wait, we'll give Lamar Jackson like Phillip Rivers. How about that?
Okay, that's fair enough.
Or Joe Flacco.
I'm a back up. No. Philip Rivers.
Hey,
I mean, he's more likely to have a bunch of kids than he is to win one championship. So there's that.
Like, if Antonio Cromartie and Philip Rivers had a kid in the NFL,
But no, hold on. Mike just literally fell off.
yeah. Well, that's why you shouldn't fucking stand during the show anymore, you idiot. Getting all drunk and falling over and shit. Damn. Your family's probably concerned about you. They heard a thud. Say words so they know you're
to
alive.
be fair, I came off the top
fair.
rope with that one. I
Oh my
came off the
God,
top
that
rope
was-
with that comment.
Scott, now that
How
I've
do you
got
not
my bearings
anticipate that
again?
one,
Hang on, everybody. Scott earned it.
Also, maybe a little bit of
Race card.
But hold on a second. Who's it racist against? Because I mean, motherfucker, both the white motherfucker's the one who's got all the kids. So I mean, how racist is it?
Okay, back to Christian's question. Also, do we have to go? Oh man, is it really like Brady,
I think
Manning,
those are big dreams.
Roethlisberger?
You remember the span of time where there was like not a Super Bowl without one of those 3?
Oh yeah, it was like a legit 9 years
Yeah.
or some crazy ass shit.
I feel like
You
it was
can
longer
thank
than
Tom
that.
and Bill
Oh, yeah,
for
it's
that
gonna be
one.
again. So I'm just
All right, so Mahomes, Allen, and Burrow. You have to match them up
Mahomes,
with
Allen,
either
and
Brady, Manning,
Burrow.
or Roethlisberger. I
Can
feel
we just
like
wait? Can we just pause? Can we pause for a second, real quick, though, and recognize that Christian led with 3 AFC quarterbacks, all-time greats, probably all Hall of Famers. I only say probably because of Phillip Rivers. I don't know. And followed up with
Rivers is Lamar Jackson.
Well, no, I know. I was going to say, so you've got those 3 amazing AFC quarterbacks that are around for a decade plus, and now we're debating the early career of what is probably another 3 amazing quarterbacks in the NFL for a decade plus.
And a
Like,
fourth with a lot of kids.
Yes.
and are going to have a lot of kids. The question becomes, how many baby mamas, though? How many baby mamas?
I would have to put
Now there's where
Patty
the race
at-
card comes in.
yeah.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah, that was too far, Drew. Drink your Mick Ultra and be quiet. You got a timeout. You get a 5-second timeout. I'm gonna go with you got to put
I truly want to
Patty
apologize
as
for being
Brady
insensitive.
because he's the only one with the ring at this point. So Patty is the Brady currently. Man, I'd probably put Josh Allen in that Manning spot because it feels like
God,
those
you did it.
two
You
are
did
like
it. You nailed mine.
yeah, and then Burrow would take the Roethlisberger until he proves otherwise. Like until Burrow can break through and
But here's the thing, though.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
Burrow's
know
also
if that's
behind those guys, and
But that's not a
Not that
disparaging
far, though, right?
comment, though. Roethlisberger won too. Like
that's true. That's
like
true.
that's not a disparaging thing. I think
Brady,
it's associated
Roethlisberger-
with disparaging because he raped and he can't keep his hands to his fucking self. It's a disparaging
Hey,
thing.
he
for
did that in
aspect.
college, all right?
But I mean, if
Separate
you're
it
just
out,
talking
man.
about if at the end of his career, Burrow has numbers, a reputation, and 2 rings like Roethlisberger, I mean, Burrow's going to be one of the all-time greats because of that. Like, I mean, obviously Roethlisberger is going to be in the Hall of Fame, but he's not a Hall of Fame person. Like, assuming that Burrow keeps doing
is he
what
even
he
a Hall of Fame
does,
quarterback, though?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, because all right,
Yeah.
yeah. So wait. So all right. So I
Roethlisberger's
texted this in
out.
the group this week, and because I brought up that I want to talk about Eli Manning being a shoo-in for the Hall of Fame, and
'cause he's got 2
Roethlisberger for.
rings, just like Roethlisberger, so they're shoe-ins.
But again, no. But in those 2 rings, in those 2 championship runs, what? Wow.
Jesus Christ.
Why again? Why you gotta be putting this domestic violence shit up on me, man? Robert Taylor says Mahomes raped the Buffalo fan base a few weeks ago. So Big Ben like?
Go ahead, keep talking.
Moving on.
What are you moving on to though? You got it like
no,
we gotta
go
have another
Mookie.
thing.
That's moving
Like an
on
after
from his
thing.
comment. Moving on from his comment. Move
Got it.
on. Continue.
Why? Let me just rephrase it. Why are Ben Roethlisberger and Eli Manning such shoo-ins for the Hall of Fame?
I don't think Eli Manning is. I think Roethlisberger.
Okay,
is a
so
way
but
better
why?
person.
But what? So why is Ben like? What did he do to revolutionize the game or leave a lasting impact?
Here's why: because the bar for the Hall of Fame is so low now that those guys have exceeded it. Like you don't have to revolutionize the game.
Yeah.
Name the last Hall of Famer that revolutionized the game. Did you see this year's class? Like
Ray
look at
Lewis.
this year's class of Hall of Famers.
I will say that in 5
Tony
years,
Gonzalez.
if he retires, Aaron Darnold will definitely
Aaron-
have the claim to have
Yeah.
revolutionized the game.
Aaron
So-
Darnold
They were also-
definitely. If he
Do you know how
retires
many
now, he's a
accolades
Hall of
Aaron
Famer.
Darnold's gotten without playing a single fucking down? Like that dude for sure belongs to the top of the
You
list.
got to think though. There were years like he played like all the 3 of the primes basically lined up, and there were years where Roethlisberger was the best quarterback out of the 3 of them.
and he had
But
insane.
he still wasn't a
numbers.
good quarterback. He just had a great system to play in.
No,
He had a
no,
pass-happy
no,
NFL.
Listen, no.
it doesn't
No,
matter.
Come on.
Wait. If you're saying that it negates Roethlisberger because he had a pass happy NFL, that negates every quarterback of this system. currently.
Right.
Like, the
No,
NFL
no,
is
No
changing
quarterback can ever
the
make it
pass-happy.
again.
Okay, no.
That means Patrick
understand-
Mahomes can't be a Hall of Famer because the NFL
Oh,
is
wow, look, I'm
pass happy.
frozen. Well, there I'm back. So I see what you're saying, and I agree. Yeah, obviously games trend, stats differentiate. The NBA is a great example, right? Like people are scoring a lot more, hitting a lot more
Okay, so
threes.
what's your point?
Where did Ben stack up against the other quarterbacks in the league over
At
the balance of his
top,
career?
like he was always like top 3, top 5 at the worst.
Really? When Mr. Tom was in town?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, again, he's overshadowed because he doesn't have the flash.
He played
like
with arguably 2 of the best three quarterbacks of all time. 3, 4 maybe. And he was right there with him every year.
And he raped. And so that's why. Like, I mean, seriously, look at his numbers and look at where he was amongst the top every year in the league. Like, that's the thing. He gets a disparaged name, and I'm not saying that he doesn't deserve it. And, you know, he looks like what he is, but that doesn't change the fact that my man put up numbers and he's got 2 rings. Like,
I would also say, Scott, next time leave that point off with not he raked, lean like he did really well in these.
I said I didn't say raked. I said raped.
With the
like, that's why I was saying. That's why I was saying. This is why he like people try to say, oh well, he wasn't that good. It's like, no, you think about what off the field Ben did, but if you look outside of that, if you just look at the numbers, look at his spot in the league every time he was there. Besides the last couple of years, this dude was Hall of Fame numbers, hands down.
It's not like he had cakewalks to those Super Bowls either. Like, he was playing some tough games.
Yes, he.
But did you ever see his defense? Like,
yeah, good.
Oh, come on, man! You cannot do that. Like,
why not?
Brady won all his Super Bowls.
Put up 45 points when your defense is only giving up 14.
In that case, then Brady doesn't deserve it because he had Vinatieri, and Vinatieri won him too many Super Bowls, so he doesn't deserve a Hall of Fame. Even though he's the greatest quarterback.
Look, I mean, if you're really going to push me on this, like, know that I'm always okay with taking credit away from other people. So, like, that's not a winning argument.
Every year Brady won a Super Bowl, he had a top 10 defense.
Well, yeah, because he was scoring so many points. People are just like, "Oh my God, what do we even do?"
All right, listen. So this is spur.
No, I'm going back and I'm looking through the stats right now, and like, again, I'm 3 years back now. Oh, okay, so 3 years ago, Ben put up 5,100 yards
at the end of his career. That's 3 years ago.
He played too long, and that's why people are like shitting on him now because all we remember is his last 2.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
And his persona off the field, which is shit.
You don't remember when he was young in the league and was literally nobody could tackle him. He was a fucking beast back there. Like, and this is coming from a guy who hates the Steelers. Like, that dude was an absolute beast. You could not bring him down. People were fucking pinging off of him because he was a giant that could kind of move and had a great arm. He was unreal. A man of that size should not have been able to move like he did. And you want to talk about revolutionizing the game. That guy revolutionized the position. It's a big man that could move around and sling the rock. He's a no doubter, man.
Look, all right. Look, all I'm going to say is, and again, I've gone back now. I'm in 08, going back into 07, but I feel like I've covered his career now. In the whatever many years in the league, he only finished top 4 in the major passing category. Top 10 in the major passing categories 4 times. And that's passing yards, touchdowns. Looking at those 2, he only finished top 10 4 times in those 2 key categories. So I get it. I understand what we're saying. You couldn't tackle him, and he made some great plays in the playoff run. He was very clutch. But, like, is that what's Hall of Fame worthy?
Yep.
Really?
He was also Rookie of the Year, 6-time Pro Bowler, 2-time Super Bowl champion.
Oh, don't even. No. First of all, we need to agree on this show. We're never going to talk about Pro Bowls or All-Star selections as a balance of quality. Because those things, with the way they get voted in and people opt out.
Okay, fine.
Like,
even if you take him away, it does. He's got 2 rings.
How many times?
2 rings.
Eli Manning has 2 rings. What's his name?
Okay, and Eli Manning is in the fucking Super Bowl. What are you talking about? Or in the fucking Hall of Fame? What are you talking about?
You're right. He was there for a chip promotion, Scott. Yes, he was in the Super Bowl this year. But
Hank said
Robert Horry has 9 fucking rings, but it doesn't make him the greatest player. That's all I'm saying.
Comparing Robert Horry to fucking
Fame.
Big Ben, like, seriously,
doesn't mean
dude.
the greatest.
You're right. That's an insult to Robert. You're right. My apologies.
Robert Taylor.
I just can't imagine. Like, what are you
hang
your hat on?
Hang on.
What do you
Relax.
actually hang your hat
Relax
on?
for a second. We have comments to get to. Tank says, I hate Big Ben, but even I'll admit he was great. His ability to take multiple hits and still complete passes was nuts. And then he co-signed everything I just said. Biscuit, I hate the Steelers, and Roethlisberger is for sure Hall of Fame and was one of the best to play in the 2000s. Robert Taylor saying he was Josh Allen before Josh Allen. Like,
I can't believe that this is a debate, honestly.
I don't know how we got here. I thought we were going to talk about Eli Manning.
I was, because he's shit too.
We took
he's another piece of trash.
They're
both trash.
Roethlisberger has a much better case than Eli Manning.
I'd put Roethlisberger in before Manning, 100%. Roethlisberger before Eli.
Yeah,
But
easy.
Eli deserves to be in too. Like
What?
I put him in too.
Eli. Okay.
Hey, like seriously. Okay, good. Mookie's out of here. I got a legit question. As we were sitting there talking about Ben, I was like, Ben is this football generation's version of Barry Bonds. Like, you don't like him as a fucking person, he's shitty, he does some things you don't like, but it's like, but the numbers are there, and you're like, well, fuck, like, doesn't matter how much I like him, doesn't matter whether or not you think he's a good guy.
My other thing is like, his whole case was like, oh, he played on like great fucking teams and great fucking systems. Like, do we not remember how fucking good the Colts and the Patriots were? Like, do we not fucking
right?
How fucking good those supporting systems were?
And you want to talk about systems?
Yeah.
Those systems were amazing.
Like, Manning was throwing a Wayne and Marvin Harrison for half his career, and no one's taking anything away from him for it. Like,
right,
the greatest wide receivers of all time.
Well,
on the team.
nor should they. But again, like Ben was, and again, Ben made it through most of it. Like, he had some decent guys. Hines Ward was obviously Hall of Famer. He's good, and he's had the guys mixed in. But I mean, he didn't have Randy Moss for a fucking season.
No,
Listen, here's all I know. If we are gonna sit here and people have been doing it since Sunday night, and actually before Sunday night, because they said if Matthew Stafford wins this Super Bowl, he's a for sure Hall of Famer. So if we are gonna put Matthew Stafford in the Hall of Fame because he got this ring, there's absolutely no reason why Eli Manning or Ben Roethlisberger would be out. Like, if that's our judgment, if we're going to say that Matt Stafford deserves to be a Hall of Famer because he won the Super Bowl, then 100% Ben Roethlisberger and Eli Manning should be in as well, because they were way better than
I think those two should be. I don't think Matt Stafford's on his way in yet.
This is the thing. I still think even saying that, we're still underrating Big Ben. Like, even with the low standard, I think if it was even like that standard was raised, I still think Big Ben is making the Hall of Fame. I think the Eli Matt Stafford comparison is fair, but Big Ben is miles ahead of Eli Manning and Matthew Stafford. Like, it's not even close.
I agree 100%. Kev saying he's not referring to Stafford. He's not a Hall of Famer. Rodgers is the only active QB who's in the Hall if they retire tomorrow. Speaking of that, we haven't talked about that. Rodgers and his girlfriend broke up, or his fiance, the Shailene Woodley or whatever. They split. Christian, as a Broncos fan,
he's getting ready to move to Denver. He's cutting all ties he has.
No,
cutting all ties.
That was one of the ties that got him to Denver, was because she lives in Boulder, and they were all excited because they were like, well, she's in Boulder. He's going to come live closer to her.
Look,
but now this might drive him away from Denver. How do you feel about that?
I'm not worried about it. We hired his guy from Green Bay as our head coach.
We hired his guy.
I was there.
You had to hire someone.
Meeting with him.
We hired him.
It's not that I don't have a problem with the use of we. I'm just trying to remember how much of a Broncos fan he was before this moment. I'm just like, I know the LeBron thing. I know the UConn thing.
When the moment's right, you gotta come out.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. Never mind. I'm on board. Never mind.
Thank you, Kev, for pointing out what I was thinking. Yes, hired, quote, his guy from the organization he fucking hates. Can't wait to get away from these fuckers. Hey, let's hire the guy from that group that he wants to leave. Smart thinking. It's you guys had a smart plan there, Christian.
Me and Elway were not gonna lie. Me and Elway were a little still drunk in the morning meeting.
No, that was for Flores. That wasn't for this one. That was for Flores.
It's all of them. But yeah,
Lies.
I don't know. I'm still
you're
the betting odds. Rodgers is like, what is he, plus 150 now to go to Denver? Like, it's kind of insane. Denver's the favorite by far to land Rodgers. I could also see Rodgers pulling like a bullshit retirement move though. So I don't know.
You're really basing your Aaron Rodgers like future of the franchise moves on what Vegas is doing.
Yeah, because Vegas is scarily good.
Yeah, exactly. Because what they do is they take all the idiots' money and just keep kind of shifting shit. Like, Also, who gives
wait
a
a
fuck where
second.
Aaron Rodgers goes?
All right, here, Robert Taylor with the correct point. Rodgers isn't going to a division to play Mahomes and Herbert twice a season. I agree. I don't think
Yeah.
he West.
Nor does he want any part of that goat car.
He definitely doesn't want to face the GOAT.
$40 million man, Derek
With
Carr.
McDaniels
There's
now.
no way
You
he wants this man.
gotta
with
travel
the
to play the
good
GOAT in
McDaniels.
his house in Las
No
Vegas.
way.
Hard pass.
No
Pass. Kev says, Rodgers, the Titans, please. No, sir. The
They got their
Titans
guy.
No.
They have their guy.
I was gonna say the
Yeah.
Titans are set. They're like, pick on the first play of the game. Fuck you, Rodgers. We can't get that anywhere else. He's our guy.
pick on the last play of the game. Also us. We've got the guy for that. We want the guy who we need 10 sacks to beat a team in the playoffs and not 9. 9 sacks not good enough. Give us the guy.
Well, no, that's good.
Actually, hold on. That makes me think of, how they like to do those random stats. And I gotta believe that somewhere over between now, this moment, and the end of that fucking Tennessee game, somebody looked up and saw how many NFL games in the history of the sport where there were 9 sacks in a fucking game and the team took the L.
Oh, that they took the L or actually won?
No,
you mean
that they got 9 sacks and took
Either
the L.
or. Yeah.
There was one game that they mentioned, and I think it was 8 sacks. And it was Donovan McNabb was the only quarterback to
Donovan.
That was a playoff game, yeah.
Yes, he was the only quarterback to get sacked 8 plus times in a playoff game and win. So that was your only.
I want to know just in general how many games in NFL history, because it can't be that many, where a team got 9 sacks and took the fucking L.
Yeah, there's gonna be like
there can't be that
It
many
might
times in
just
the whole
be that
history of the
playoff game.
league.
it might just
Seriously.
be that playoff game.
This feels
Thank
like a
you,
great
Taylor.
task for an intern to look up.
Like,
You know what I
'cause
mean?
back-
Just
well,
like
'cause-
query the database and be like, yo, what's
think
going
about
on?
it. If you extrapolate it further, 9 sacks back in the day when you could actually murder the quarterback and not get a flag. If there were
Also true.
9 sacks, your quarterback was dead 5 sacks ago. So you're on your third quarterback. There's no chance teams were losing those games if they got to the third
All right.
quarterback.
Robert
How
says
do we-
Rodgers is going to the Colts, which I did hear rumors that Wentz is they're looking to move Wentz from Indianapolis. So
That
lot.
fucking clown
There's a
should be
lot.
moved
There's
from
a lot.
the planet Earth.
The
Biscuit.
1984 Niners lost when they got 9 sacks.
Oh,
The Niners are up there.
Hashtag
They're tied.
facts.
This is a tie. The Titans, the 84 Niners, the 86 Browns, and the 93 Chiefs.
those are all teams that had 9 sacks and lost.
Yes.
Good work, intern Christian.
Hell yeah,
I
you
told
were-
you could do it.
Man, Nipples is on fire tonight. Look at him go. He's
We're all square on the $20. Don't worry about it.
Biscuit saying Rodgers to Chicago so he can stick it to Green Bay 2 times a year. I could see him doing that.
The Green Bay's not going to allow that, just like they
No,
didn't let
you
Favre
mean-
go to the go to the Vikings.
Kev says Titans media, not fans, want Wentz. So there you go. We could see something where the Titans end up with we could get a crazy trade where the Titans end up with Wentz, the Packers end up with their guy Tannehill, and
Well, the Packers Super Bowl if that happens.
Although, how funny would it be if somehow in that whole quarterback carousel, you had Christian getting his guy Tannehill in Denver? we got the wrong guy.
No.
Rodgers
I
ends
would
up
be-
in the Colts, and
Oh.
Tannehill ends up in Denver. I would love.
I
If
just
Denver
can't wait
can't
for
get-
Christian to pull a 180 on Tannehill when that happens, because it'll take 3 weeks for him to be like, this fucking guy, this piece of shit.
And maybe he'll admit finally that the rest of the team is trash and that it doesn't matter who comes to Denver, not making the playoffs for 2
shots
years.
fired.
You know who's a sleeper?
I
that
mean, it's
want?
just a fact.
You're wrong. First of all, we have the best young core on offense.
Great.
But
You know what you have to do with
the
a young
Bengals
core
look great,
is
sir.
grow them, coach them, and
I
turn
still-
them into
I still think we
winners.
have way more to work with than the Bengals.
Great, but you still have to work with it.
Yes.
You know what the Bengals have? Proven winners.
Bingo.
I want Deshaun Watson.
Whoa. You want the guy who might not play another snap in the NFL?
Hey, so
Yeah.
guys, do you want to
Just
put
takes
money
1
on
second
this
to
women's hockey game?
Wait, hang on. Go
That's
ahead.
an interesting transition from Deshaun Watson to women's hockey.
Look.
I
I'm
see
just
what
trying
you
to.
did there, Mookie.
I'm just trying to
Nice.
walk us back, but hey, like, let's plow ahead, boys.
Yeah, no, we're going into this. Why
Wow.
would you want Deshaun Watson?
because people forget how fucking good he is.
No.
And yeah,
That's
yeah,
fine.
he
Like,
fucked
doesn't
up.
he have to
People
play?
remember. I think people
Hold on,
remember
hold
how
on.
good he is.
Hold on.
They also remember how rapey he
Wait.
is.
Yeah,
He might have fucked up like 30 something times.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. You can't.
There he goes. There you go. All
Because
right.
you originally
getting
said
closer.
you might have fucked up, and
But
you
since
can't.
when has like football been about morals? You know what I mean? Like,
for a
It's
while.
2022. Everybody's
For a
about
while
that.
now, they've
no,
been-
I get that, but at the same time, he'll go to Denver. People will be like pissed until he starts lighting it up, and then Denver fans are like, "I knew."
No,
it."
you're right. Fans will 100% forget as well.
Yeah.
Denver fans will 100% forget as soon as he starts winning.
And then
games.
it's not
But-
even that. Like,
but-
and then other fans will be like, "Yeah, but like you got that guy as your quarterback," and like that doesn't fucking matter. We're winning football games, and that's what it is. It's winning
Yeah,
football.
but then
But
the
that doesn't
FBI
sound
will be
like
like, "Hey,
defensive
here's
from Billy
another federal
at all.
indictment. We'll see you in a grand jury at the
Christian,
Supreme Court."
You are thinking that Deshaun Watson is even going to play again. There's
See,
the
that's
chance
the
that the dude
difference.
never even sees the field again. Like he
I'm saying his name's
probably
being
won't.
brought up a lot. Like,
Sure, his name's being brought up a lot because his agents are out here trying to do something at this point. Like the agents are floating that out there.
They've had problems with rapist athletes in Colorado before. They're not about to bring one in to be one of their own. Like
They
raping
keep
in Colorado in
talking about
sports
and he's
goes hand in hand. So as long as Kobe Bryant is a thing, they're not going to be like, "Oh yeah, we can bring in our own rapist here and flip that narrative." So
You know what?
Where to do
You
that?
know what,
Where to do that in
boys?
Colorado? That's a very weird place to bring in the
Yeah.
rapist as your
Yeah.
quarterback.
You
yeah,
would
that's
wanna
what
do
I'm
that.
saying. That's what I was going for.
I'll tell you what. Here's the thing, Christian.
I was reading Robert's comments. I'm sorry.
If you get an endorsement
Thanks.
from Jay Cutler, it'll be fine.
You want to talk Olympics?
Yeah, there it is. So, do we want to put money on our women beating Canada's women? Because I think we totally should.
In what?
Hockey.
No.
No,
Wait,
bro.
we're about to talk hockey?
But hey, as they say in hockey, let's do that hockey.
Mookie, what the fuck is
One
happening in the
Olympic.
Olympics? I have watched maybe 2 minutes of the Olympics.
I
this
watched
year.
one
Well,
event.
so here's the thing.
What
like,
event did you watch, Christian? What was the one event?
Well, probably a lot of people in America did the same. Just Shaun White.
Oh, see, I didn't watch any of Shaun White, and I didn't even realize he was competing until the Olympics started, and I was like, Shaun White is competing? Seriously?
That's
I
my
didn't even-
favorite part
Olympics.
because that is like the one event I didn't even bother to watch is the men's fucking half pipe because I knew that little friggin'. Oh well, hey Mike, like don't you see him at group?
watch it.
Has anybody's career looks mirrored Carrot Top more than Shaun White? They both went from long hair to the short hair in their careers.
The one thing
Yeah,
I'll say,
Carrot Top went super like lots of work done on the face, lots of work on. Carrot
Yeah, I
Top.
know, but he also went all steroids. But I'm just talking
Yeah.
straight hairstyles. Is really what I was going for. The long hair to the short
Well,
hair.
no, because most redheads don't go long hair to start with, so you don't have a whole lot of long-haired redheads to start with. Besides Carrot Top,
do you?
because
do
we
you
don't want
guys-
more of this. We just
I was
want
gonna say,
as
yeah.
little as possible. Like when I went bald, I was like, "Thank God, I get to shave this now." Good. Woo. All right, just got to deal with the beard, and that's going gray. So we're good. We're good. Awesome.
So was that covered when you got your first admission to the club and the pamphlet they gave you that like,
Yeah.
hey man, like keep it high and tight?
Yeah. No, we. Jesus Christ.
Jesus God.
I just saw
No,
White
put
is
that one on
coming.
the screen.
Can't put
Yeah,
that
put
on.
that on the screen.
Can't put white.
Yeah,
is
leave that
coming
one
on the
off.
screen. Can't read
It's
that.
funny, but we're leaving it on the sidelines.
See, now this sucks because I can't even see it because I fixed StreamYard, but you know, I only crashed once today because I clicked the button, but it's fine.
What,
I can figure it out for now.
Drew, you're the Olympic expert. What do you make of this this Russian figure skater that tested positive and they're still letting her skate? What's that all about?
This is all fucking bullshit. Basically, what we're seeing here is we're seeing world politics and war trickling into the Olympic arena, right? 'Cause
That's
the
what
last
happened.
Yeah, I know, right? Like that just to me, that in and of itself is news. Damn, we still got 15 minutes. All right, fine.
We got about 10 because we still need to do beer. Just continue on. You're fine. Just
When have
talk.
you ever worried about how much?
Yeah, why
time
are
we
you
have
now?
left?
Like, are you afraid
Well,
we're not going to be able to fill 15 minutes? Is that what you're afraid of?
No, I'm not worried about
We
that.
just
I was
got
just
to
like,
the
well, no, I was
second
like, do I
discussion
crack another one or no?
Oh, okay, good. It's a beer thing. I was like, dude, we're on to topic number 2, and we've
Oh,
got
dude,
15
yeah.
minutes
We're
to
doing
go.
good, man. We're flowing. We're
Okay.
flowing and going. Like it's all good. No, they should kick her ass out. Like this is. And again, I hate to speak ill of a 15-year-old, which in and of itself is fucked up, but like she shouldn't be skating at all. Period. End of sentence. Like under normal ADA rules and Olympic drug
smooth,
enforcement
Christian.
rules.
Well
What?
Attaboy.
What did I do?
Hit the pen.
You're
Just
smooth,
deal
man.
with it. It's fine. Tell her.
Over my mouth.
You thought you were being so fucking sly.
It's like with the kids. It's like with the kids when they think nobody can see them. Like, I'm invisible. They didn't see that.
The camera hits the fucking ceiling, and then it comes back to his face, and he's like, "What happened?"
I just love the thing that kills
Don't
me,
act like
Christian.
we're
And I,
RAs, you motherfucker. We know what's going on, you shithead.
dude. All right, so I'm gonna ask a question, and my apologies if this feels like whatever, judgmental or whatever. But like, do you have a laptop or a computer?
It's a laptop.
Yeah,
He just
my
moved the
laptop.
screen. He moved the camera up.
I thought you were on your. I thought you were on your phone. I thought you were always sitting there with your fucking phone, just sitting there.
No.
I'm watching UConn on my phone.
Oh,
Gabe wanted to
that's
know.
right.
I missed the comment earlier. I didn't get to put it up. Gabe wanted to. There it is. Are we putting a bet for the UConn Xavier game on Saturday? I am staying far away from that action since Xavier just beat UConn.
I was just gonna
don't
say, there's
feel
no way they're doing it
comfortable-
twice.
Yeah, I don't feel comfortable at all about them doing it again. So no, we are not putting action on that one.
I am. I'm gonna pound the under.
They can't
Thanks.
do it again. This is
Yeah,
what
I didn't say we'd
teams
win.
like Xavier and Marquette do. They get hot in January and then they're done.
Except it's February, but that's fine.
Exactly. Now it's February, and now you're out of the top 25 rankings.
It don't matter. Why does anybody give a shit about what happens? College basketball doesn't start until March. Like it doesn't start until the conference
Well,
tournament.
no. See,
None
no,
of
Mike,
this-
Mike,
none
that's
of
not
this shit
true.
matters.
No,
None
it
of this shit
does.
matters.
No, it does. Recently, it does start in February for Xavier because we got to figure out what the fuck kind of team we have to figure out how far we have to go in the conference tournament
All right,
to have a
hang on.
shot at March.
Hang on,
There
it's
no.
basketball talk time.
Dude, I don't think we're in. I don't
College
think we're
basketball,
guaranteed.
we're an 8 seed easily. We're
Yeah, I was just
Xavier
gonna
is
say
an
we're
8
in.
seed.
I've seen people put
Your
them at
mom's a
6.
1 seed, but I'm not going to take that 8 seed just, laying down.
Wow.
I've seen
was-
people putting you at like 6.
Yeah,
Six?
maybe.
Yeah, Xavier's in.
fucking
Anyway,
kidding
go
me?
ahead, Mike. Thanks.
College basketball does not start until March. NBA basketball does not start until Christmas Day. Period.
Absolutely.
End of story.
Yep.
No arguments
There
to the
isn't.
contrary.
There's nothing else to discuss.
That is when
Those
the
are facts of life.
May I
Thank you.
propose an amendment?
what?
There is a conditional proposition on the table that NBA basketball may not start going forward until James Harden's traded.
How about that
Oh,
trade?
He's
I
on
mean,
this-
right? Like
Oh, yeah, I hear what you're saying. Never mind.
Can we talk about that?
Christian,
trade?
Christian, you
I
got an
still
opinion
don't
on the trade?
understand. We got to call up Edon and get his thoughts. Like
Edon
that's,
is
that's
very
very-
excited.
No, we
Funniest
don't. He already
thing-
gave us his thoughts.
The
Title.
funniest thing about it was, did you you probably didn't watch it. I don't know if you saw it on Twitter though. The All-Star draft with like
I
LeBron.
did see
Oh
that.
yes, I
James
did
Harden-
see that.
James Harden is by far the best bench player, and Katie refused to pick him.
He was the last pick, and they ripped on him so badly. Like when LeBron was like, is James hurt? He hasn't been playing. And Charles Barkley from the studio was like, He's gonna be fine now, which was absolute gold.
And the best part about it was, LeBron just left him there to go along with it and just see if KD would take him on his team. Because again, he was by far the best. Like, he's not playing now, but he was by far the best player on.
It's the same thing when LeBron and Kyrie went through their whole thing, and then LeBron had to pick Kyrie on his team, and it was like a big deal that LeBron and Kyrie were on the same All-Star. So I was here for that drama picking the All-Star game, but that trade is bananas to me.
Dude,
like
it changes a lot. And I think it's actually I do. So first of all, I don't know why you guys. Why were you?
Because neither one of Simmons and Harden, neither one of them wanted to play where they were. Simmons wasn't playing. It was just like, let's just cut our losses here and take who we can fucking get at this point for both teams.
Well, but here's the thing with the Simmons
but it still works out, I think, though.
With the Simmons portion, it makes 100% sense. Like, this dude doesn't want to be the guy in any situation. He wants to pass the ball off.
He doesn't want to be the guy by the guy.
Right. And now he doesn't have to be the guy because he's got KD and he's got Kyrie. He doesn't have to be the guy that
for half of the season he still has to be the
Kyrie
guy.
better pray to God he plays a team in the finals if they make it there that has no COVID restriction.
Not even like Kyrie, he can't even. I was looking at the schedule, and between games that are away and then games in Canada, like, he is screwed. Kyrie is going to he's going to play like 10 more games, if that.
No, he's not screwed because he's still getting paid for all this shit. Kyrie's doing okay.
Is he getting paid?
Yes.
I will stand by the statement that I make every time we bring him up. Kyrie is a fucking douche.
Oh, no, he's the biggest bitch in the world.
Yeah, I was going to say he's a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Big old.
Nobody likes
Duke.
Kyrie.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. He is learned.
Kyrie's the Kanye West of the NBA.
That's a pretty good analogy. That's pretty solid.
I love it. I love that. That's well done.
What
Christian.
you're saying is we have like 8 more years of this fucker?
Yes, we
I
do.
can't wait.
Absolutely. It gets
Only,
worse.
I will say, the one difference is I don't miss the old Kyrie either.
But like when he was on Cleveland, yeah, you know what? Yeah, I do because him and
I was saying, like, I miss the old Kanye, but I don't miss the old Kyrie. Like,
I almost spit out the beer.
Yo, Scott.
I am killing Mike tonight.
Dude, I gotta be honest, West Coast IPA into the nose, not fun. Not fun at all. Hops burn like shit when they get into your nose.
All right, wait, hold on, Mike,
They
real
do.
quick. Sip, chug, drain, pour, hops going in your nose. West Coast IPA, psychopathy and truth.
Ooh. I mean, since those are all kind of West Coast IPAs, I guess it's all relative. But I would just say,
I didn't think you'd take it seriously. Anyways, past that question,
Okay,
Scott.
thank you. Thank you.
Are you looking forward to or not the Kanye documentary coming out on Netflix that just got out of litigation?
I watched it today.
I was gonna say, didn't it start?
It is.
Well, I thought it's already out there. I thought it all dropped, but like it only dropped this week because the lawsuit got settled.
It is. It's pretty cool.
Fuck you, Debbie. Wait, what?
Thank you. Should have made the Super Bowl. if I produced the halftime show, it would have made the Super Bowl.
Who the fuck dropped it? That was brilliant. Talking about throwing your voice. No, but Christian, so you already watched the Kanye doc?
I watched part 1. There's 3 parts.
I didn't know that it was supposed to be a Kanye doc. Like,
well, it's really the basis of it is
it's
like
old school, bro.
when Kanye was like first coming up in Chicago.
Yeah.
oh, was this where he
Yeah.
supposedly recorded himself for his entire like?
He
come
did.
up?
Like 100
He dropped his whole career and everything because he was like, this guy's gonna be a star, and just followed him around with a camera for 25 years.
Wait, let me ask you: do we get to see him record through the wire with his mouth wired? Oh fuck, I'm in. I'm watching it. I wasn't gonna watch it, but if I
mean, if it's old Kanye, then sign me the fuck.
Oh no,
up.
it's like old. It's like Kanye when he was making beats for Dre back in the day, like old fucking Kanye. Like
when him and his girl spit the bucket at KFC.
We're gonna get like the Taylor Swift thing, and that's what I think.
All right, I'm in. I'm in now. Drew, did you watch Bel Air?
I downloaded it.
All right,
I mean, I found it. I found
Drew's
it.
gonna watch Bel Air in
Found it.
13 years when it's on UPN, and he's gonna be like, "Guys, I found this new show, Bel Air. It's crazy." That show, I can't. I'm all in on that show.
There was so I legit on Monday was trying to like come up with a list of like shit to fuck with you guys about. Be like, hey, by the way, did you know like In Living Colors, this thing that they do that's like SNL, but like, you know, with a little bit of spice. But that was literally the
spice.
Spice.
Wait.
Are we spice to you now, you motherfucker? Did you just call us spice?
It, man.
Hang on, Scott. Hang on.
Race card.
I'm doing it for you. Because what the fuck was that, Drew?
Spice?
I knew.
Spice.
Imagine SNL, but it's all Keenan. There's so much spice. It's amazing.
That was bad.
So what I was gonna say was like a little bit more was. Oh man!
Can you imagine
I thought
we should probably just stop talking.
That comment was going to be the worst one.
Could you imagine playing teams when sports just got integrated and being across the field or across whatever, and just being like, "Damn, that's one spicy ass team they got over there." Holy
Jackie
shit!
Robinson.
We are fucked today.
Jackie's got some spice.
These spicy motherfuckers are gonna kill us today, aren't they? God damn it!
Look, man. Look, all right.
Basketball that were just all chest passes.
Oh, no, hold on a second.
Did you see these spicy guys bounce passing it? Oh shit!
Hold on. We might be on to something though. Can you imagine if we just solved racism? You're just like, God damn, it's spicy on this bus, and nobody knows what the fuck you're talking about. I went to the DMV today. God damn, was it spicy?
They ask you how spicy, and you're like, well, it wasn't quite cayenne hot, but it was a little bit of ghost pepper. You know what I mean? You feel me? God damn it! Look, all like so clearly this went.
How spicy do you want it, Dr. Dre?
That's okay, because I want mine Wesley Snipes. I want Wesley Snipes spicy. Don't stop until it's as spicy as Wesley.
That's some spicy shit. Are you sure you can handle it?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I don't want that spicy. Maybe take it down to the second on Viv.
Now wait a minute though, Scott.
Nothing major, just like a Steph Curry. That's like Steph Curry.
Imagine that, where Curry is actually going the opposite direction that she would. Like, that's a little too spicy for me, but maybe just Steph Curry it a bit. Oh, fuck. Oh, God, my stomach is killing me. Oh.
Whitey said we just reinvented the dog whistle. And Tank says he wants things ODB spicy.
We gotta end this. My stomach is.
Wait, the thing I was trying to build up to was it wasn't until I was 13 that I realized Homie the Clown was black. I just thought he was a clown that didn't put up with no nonsense from nobody.
That's because you don't see colors, Drew.
I don't see colors, especially when you're like 3 years old or whatever the fuck it was. But like I thought, Homie the Clown, whatever.
Let's talk about these beers we were drinking tonight. Scott, what was in your mug? Would you bang it?
Orange creamsicle. I'd bang it.
Christian, what were you drinking? Would you bang it?
Miller Lite. Yeah. Soft 7, I would.
Mookie, what was in your mug? Would you bang it?
Sunlight, if I could get it up.
I was drinking emo backflip. I'd bang the shit out of this beer. Boys, That was that was the way to dismount on this show.
Oh,
That was well
God.
done. If you've stuck around this long, thank you. Thank you for sticking with us.
I don't know what Mike McDaniel spice.
That motherfucker. Wait, should I drop the new
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. It's been a day. Hit up the socials at Craft Beer Sports, Twitter and Instagram. Like the show on Facebook. Subscribe to YouTube. Subscribe, rate, review. Oh, good Lord, I can't breathe. Wherever you get your podcasts. Shout out Belly Up Sports. Hit them up, bellyupsports.com. Mike McDaniel Spicy.
This show was seal spicy. Holy fuck.
I'm like potato pancake spicy right now. I should just go.
We'll see you guys next week. Cheers, everybody.
I mean, will we though? Like, are you sure about that?